Evens this hockey game, a pair of goals.
And the Zydeco win! Live from Monroe, Louisiana, inside the Monroe Civic Center, it's home of the Monroe Moccasins as the Baton Rouge Zydeco try to spread the love on this Valentine's Day and get a little revenge on their cross-state rivals from last night's shootout loss. And on the other side, the Monroe Moccasins trying to generate some more momentum during this game against the Zydeco as these two cross-state Bayou Battle brothers set to do battle here in the Civic Center. Well, hello everybody, and a very pleasant good evening to you. My name is Brian Flores, as always bringing you this FPHL matchup between the Baton Rouge Zydeco and the Monroe Moccasins. Last night was a very competitive game for the Zydeco as they got up to a 3-1 lead heading into the final 20 minutes of play until the Moccasins ultimately tied things up and was able to win it in a shootout. So tonight, head coach Everett Thomason said that something has got to give, especially on the power play that is 0 for their last 26. He said that the effort needs to be there. The guys need to start clicking on the power play if they want to have any success down the stretch. Tonight, a chance for the Zydeco to climb the ladder and get back to a top 2 spot. But to do that, they're going to have to improve some of their gameplay style and start clicking on the man advantage. And on the other side, the Monroe Moccasins trying to generate off of a little bit of the momentum that they have started here like yesterday during their shootout win against the Zydeco. It's the Baton Rouge Zydeco and the Monroe Moccasins spreading the love this Valentine's Day here in the Monroe Civic Center, here on the Zydeco YouTube channel. Zydeco Hockey is brought to you by Schmolke Law Firm, Reputation, Respect, Results, Capital City Produce, always fresh, always easy. Preston Environmental Solutions, and ENC Bush Hogging and Mulching. When we get back, we will get you the starting lineup brought to you by Schmolke Law Firm right here on the Zydeco YouTube channel. Stay right with us.
We've gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning. Getting everything with the client. What do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on, and then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
The trust that we offer to our clients is actually, it comes pretty easy for us because we've been doing this a long time, and 90% of the jobs that we get are referrals. You know, that's what we depend on, and we strive to let the customer know that we're going to be here. We will always answer the phone.
At Don Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Don Seafood hits the table. From our team at Don Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
For over 90 years, Don Seafood has been a Louisiana staple. From the finest Gulf catch to the most authentic Cajun recipes, our commitment to quality and tradition is who we are. Enjoy favorites like our gumbo, jacked up shrimp, seafood salad, steak, and of course, our signature seafood platter.
Welcome back here inside the Monroe Civic Center, where we're just about ready to drop the puck here in Monroe, Louisiana. Now, last night, it was a very good game for the first 40 minutes for the Zydeco. The only consistent problem that they have had is their power play, noted by head coach Everett Thompson that it needs to improve. Over the last 26, need something to give there if you want to have success down the stretch. So, without further ado, let's get you to the Schmolke Law Firm starting lineup. Starting for your Baton Rouge Zydeco, on defense, number 5, Garrett Johnson. And he is going to be starting with the prodigal son that returns. Number 11, Elias Thompson makes his first start back with the Zydeco. On the forward side, Shane Haggerty, Kevin Sabad, and Brody Thornton all make their start. And in between the pipes is going to be number 71, Bailey Stevens. We are just about set. Game number 2 here between the Zydeco and the Moccasins. After dropping last night in the shootout, trying to get one back here against the cross-state rivals, drop the puck here on this Valentine's Day edition of the Zydeco and the Moccasins, and we are underway here at the Monroe Civic Center as Kevin Sabad trying to play this one back into the end boards of the Moccasins zone as it gets played all the way back down from the bottom half of the Mock side of the ice. They'll kick this one back up out to the blue line through the neutral zone. Here come the Moccasins back either way, trying to play this one back as it gets played all the way back in to the neutral zone, stopped up and wung around the boards, and as both teams go on for a line change. That one will redirect on net. That one goes out to the blue line and a shot, and a good save by Stevens. Rebound, and that one gets shot high and wide. And a third try, centered and cleared by the Zydeco. Puck flutters all the way back down to the goal line, and that one will be stopped. This will give us a chance to get your starting goaltenders for the game. To my far right, number 30, Bailey Stevens. Record standing at 7-2-2 with a .906 save percentage and a .262 goals against average. And to my immediate right for the Moccasins, starting in goal, of course, Sean Kuhn, who played very exceptional last night against these Zydeco, stopping 2 of 2 in the shootout, helping his team to an extra time win. As the Moccasins hold this one in, gets bullied off the puck. The puck is just harmlessly battered into the left circle, the Zydeco end, where it's stopped up by Shane Haggerty, giving it across and lifted up by Elias Thompson. Moccasins with possession back in their own zone. Frank Schumacher winging around the boards, losing the puck out to the end boards as the Zydeco trying to press the issue. Moccasins with possession back in their own zone through the near side of the neutral zone. Back into the Zydeco side of the ice. They'll wing this puck around where it's played all the way back across. And now it gets played off now by Scott Chirac as Jake Cox stops up, giving it across. And here comes Thomas McGuire, who will wing this one around the boards where it's stopped up now by the Moccasins to the far side. That one gets intercepted now by Scott Chirac, leaving it across. Chirac to the right circle. He'll lose the puck as the Moccasins, with their Valentine's Day edition jerseys, will play this one all the way back. Rio Namiki now has it. Namiki out to center ice where it's played across by Prevost. Prevost intercepted now by Rio Namiki. Prevost actually played his first game last night for these Moccasins after being picked up, and a shot going well wide of the cage, blockered aside by Bailey Stevens, as Prost actually was signed from the Mississippi Seawolves. We'll get this one back down as Bacon will get this one into the Zydeco end and go off for a line change. Garrett Johnson shoveled this one back. And now back the other way. Here come the Zydeco as Rio Namiki tries to sidestep, giving it across to Albrick. Albrick not able to find a clearing attempt as that one gets taken away by the Moccasins here at the center ice, or beg your pardon, center of the slot, where it gets picked up now by Monroe. Intercepted now by Matt Gordon, and he'll send this one all the way back down to the Moccasins' end. Moccasins in their heart-shaped jerseys will skate this one back into the Zydeco end, but offsides. 16:51 left to go here in period number one. If you're just joining us, welcome, and a very pleasant happy Valentine's Day to you. We'll get a face-off right outside of the Zydeco end as Shane Haggerty dropping the face-off all the way back down into the Moccasins side of the ice. It'll be played off now by Samuel Hu Gustafson. Hu Gustafson trying to play this one back. And now Shane Haggerty now has it. Haggerty out to the end boards. And that one will be guided across now by Koch. Koch will wing this one around the boards into the Zydeco end from the end boards, trying to get this one out in front, and that one will be played all the way back down. And now Koch with possession. He'll get this one out to the blue line with a shot, and it gets tipped down. Picked up now by Shane Haggerty. Haggerty back to Thornton through the neutral zone, intercepted by the Moccasins, sweeping poke check, and a hip check thrown by Brody Thornton. And that one will be cleared by the Moccasins all the way back in. No icing, says the linesman, as Nick Catola now has it. That gets intercepted by the Moccasins out to the blue line. And that shot from Stefanini going well wide. Bite glove down by Bailey Stevens all the same. 15:44 left to go here in period number one. And one has to wonder, after we saw a fight last night between Rasmus Asp and Garrett Johnson, when is the love going to be shown here on the ice? And off the draw, Zydeco able to clear this one all the way back down into the Moccasins' end. They'll get this one across, out into the Moccasins' side of the ice. From the end boards, Moccasins with possession now. They'll lose this one to Thomas McGuire, who has a little bit of trouble with the puck. He turns this one over to the left circle, the Zydeco end, trying to get this one out in front with the Moccasins as the puck flutters to the near boards. Picked up now by Prevost. Prevost giving it across to Stefanini. Out and back, trying to find it back to Delkin Conway. Out to the point with a shot, and that one goes well wide of the net as Schumacher tries to find a shot on goal, and a save and a rebound out in front, and a good save by Bailey Stevens. Stevens turns this one aside, and with a little bit of flair, will skate back to his bench for this media timeout. Still tied here with 14:54 left to go here in the Monroe Civic Center here in the first period. We'll pause a few moments to thank some of our sponsors. Sigma Engineers and Constructors, E&C Bush Hogging and Mulching, Capital City Produce, Bowfinger Tree Service, Republic Finance, Schmolke Law Firm, Pico Lumber, Wilson Warehouse, Highland Group Property Services, Bayou Apparel, Gator Millworks, Will Scott, AV Solutions, and VRI Institute. We'll be right back here on the Zydeco YouTube channel.
Celebration of flavor and family. From our team at Don Seafood, we want to thank you for the last 90 years and cheers to many more together.
Welcome back here inside the Monroe Civic Center. Face-off will find its way to the left circle of the Zydeco end with 14:54 left to go here in the first period. Scott Chirac will face off. And he'll be facing off against Matthew Bizarin. And off the draw. Moccasins with possession. He'll get this one across. Played out now by Blake Anderson. Out to the blue line now, intercepted by the Zydeco. Here comes Jake Cox. Out to the left circle, the Moccasins end up a shot, and that one just gets trickled wide. As Sean Kuhn had a rare miscue back of the way. Here comes Anderson. Blake Anderson into the Zydeco end, where it gets picked up now by Jake Cox and cleared as far as center, where Bacon will play this one. But we will get a stoppage of play here. And will it be offsides or a penalty is the question. It looks like it's going to be high sticking, or playing with a high stick probably. Just taking a look here at the scorekeeper's box. No, we have one door open. They said high sticking. And it looks like one of the Moccasins going to the box. So that means your Zydeco are going to the Badgers Heating and Air power play. High sticking is the call. And now a power play that has been very, very non-effective. Has a chance to break a scoreless streak. And I know head coach Everett Thompson is looking at this with bated breath. This power play enters this game 0-26. And now off the draw, Zydeco have possession to the far boards. Dmitry Kuznetsov will get this one out to the near corner. From the far boards, that gets picked up and cleared by the Moccasins. As Bailey Stevens trying to play this one back to Brody Thornton. 13:56 left to go here in period number one. And still $1:37 left to go on the man advantage for the Zydeco. Back it away. Kuznetsov dumps this one laterally into the Moccasins' end. He'll get this one back. Feeding it out to the blue line to Thornton. Thornton trying to feed it off the glass as that one gets hit up and cleared out by the Moccasins. Kuznetsov calling for a line change. Thornton leaves this one off for McGuire, who will pitch this one across to Elijah Thompson. Or beg your pardon, Elijah Wilson. Saban back to Wilson. Out to the near boards. Out to Thornton. Thornton skates this one through the point, giving it across to the far boards to Wilson. Back to Thornton. Thornton to the right circle with a shot, and that one just goes wide. Picked up now by McGuire. McGuire to the left circle. Getting this one back down low to the end boards. Back to McGuire to the left circle. Settles and shoots, and that one just gets blocked. Picked up by McGuire from the near half wall. Has it to the point, skating it out to the right circle with a chance and a shot, and that one just goes wide. Rebound picked up now by Thornton, and a little bit of a miscommunication there as the Zydeco going for a line change. Back it away. Here come the Zydeco into the Moccasins' end. Out to the corner, trying to pick this one up from the slot. Taken away by the Zydeco as the Moccasins try to clear this one. Fluttering puck goes into the slot as McGuire gets taken down. The puck will flutter its way into the neutral zone as Shane Haggerty now has it. Haggerty 8 seconds left to go on this man advantage. He'll wing this one around the boards where it's stopped up now by Jake Cox. Cox with it to the right circle and a shot, and that's not able to go. And a stretch pass back the other way. Here comes Blake Anderson. Anderson fresh out of the box, giving it across out to the slot, and that one gets taken away by Jake Cox, and that one will be cleared as far as center. Now back the other way, here comes the Zydeco. And now Haggerty will try to pick this one up and clear it out. That gets intercepted by Rasmus Asp. Asp from the sharp angle for the far side, and that one gets saved off by Bailey Stevens, and he will cover. 0 for 27 now on the power play. Go the Zydeco after another failed attempt. And it's a combination of very good penalty killing from the Athens Rock Lobsters and a little bit of bad luck on the Zydeco end, but not able to set up in the offensive zone as another shot from the faceoff getting saved by Bailey Stevens, and he will cover. So a lot of factors onto that power play, making it as non-effective as it is. 11:45 left to go here in period number 1. And off the draw, Zydeco with possession. He'll try to lift this one all the way back down where it's played off now by Rasmus Asp. Asp intercepted now by Garrett Johnson, and he'll send this one all the way back down as it gets tipped by a Moccasin stick, so no icing. Moccasins turning it over back in their own zone. Eric Alexandria now has it to the far side, giving it across to the blue line, and a shot going in on goal, but that one gets tipped wide. And a good block out in front by the Moccasins pick this one up as they'll play this one all the way back the other way. Here comes Conway. Conway into the Zydeco end with a shot, and that one going high and wide. Picked up now by the Moccasins, going across, and they'll just go on for a line change here after dumping this one in. 11:02 left to go here in period number 1. Now back the other way, the Zydeco not able to clear this one, getting this one out in front, and a shot hitting the outside of the cage as Rio Namiki now has it. He'll clear this one across out to the near side. Melvin Gordon giving it across now out for Elijah Wilson, beg your pardon. And now Wilson with a chance trying to rifle this one on net. And we have a little bit of a delay here as the lights nearly go off. It's the opposite of turn the lights out, the party's over. Turn the lights on. There's a game going on. It'll flash you back to, I believe it was 2013 or 14. I'm trying to remember which one was the, it was 2013. Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers, the light gate. As that puck ends up on net, getting swatted away by Bailey Stevens. And now here come the Zydeco back the other way, trying to giddy up a rush back the other way into the Moccasins end. Kuznetsov giving it across out to the end board. Stopped up now by Elijah Wilson. Wilson from the far side has it to the near hash marks, and that one will be lifted across by Wilson and deep into the Moccasins end where it's stopped up now by Sabad. Intercepted now by the Moccasins, not able to clear. Here comes Brody Thornton. Thornton trying to play this one back down, giving it across out to the slot. Turning and twisting and shooting is Dmitry Kuznetsov, and a good save by Kuhn. Back the other way. He'll clear this one all the way back down into the end boards of the Zydeco end where it's picked up now by the Moccasins. Moccasins battling for possession of the puck as Dmitry Kuznetsov tries to throw in the shoulder, turns himself into a hit as the Moccasins still with it, centering it out in front, and that gets shot wide. Good look there from the Moccasins. Not able to net that one home as that is another shot on goal, and the Moccasins score. So the Moccasins strike first this time off of a turnaround shot from the left circle. And Blake Anderson gets the goal. And he continues his hot streak with that. 5 points in 6 games. Scoring his 13th goal of the campaign, 24th point of the season, and he makes it 1-0 for the Moccasins. So the Snakes on the ice, and now they're off. And I will tell you, and this is non-bias, it's just my innate fear. My least favorite celebration in all of hockey, throwing snakes on the ice. Because I am deathly afraid of those slithering Slytherins. Drop of the puck here, 1-0 for the Moccasins as Larwood trying to get this one deep into the Moccasins side, where it's picked up now by Larwood, leaving it off for Haggerty. That one gets taken away by number 27, Frank Schumacher. Schumacher on the back end, giving it across to Conway. And here comes Conway through the neutral zone into the Zydeco end. From the left circle, he'll stop this one up to the end boards and now to the right circle. And net comes off its mooring, so Bailey Stevens is able to fix that as Conway picks it up from a sharp angle, trying to shoot this one, catching Bailey Stevens sleeping, but that one just gets shot wide. Bacon now will send this one across and go off for a line change as Conway finds his way to the bench. Puck gets jabbed at by the Zydeco in their own blue line, picked up now by Haggerty. Haggerty now out to the center ice, and that one will be cleared across as Rasmus Asp turning this one over. Here come the Zydeco. Johnson dropping it off to Gordon with a shot, and that one gets saved by Kuhn. Gordon trying to play this one back down. And now Conway turning this one over to Saban, giving it out in front of the shot, and that just gets shot wide. Picked up now by Thornton, back to Alexanian, to the slot, back out to the left circle, Saban trying to get this one out in front, and that one will be blocked out to the wayside. Picked up now by Katola. Now here come the Moccasins, stretch pass, and that one gets taken away. Now here comes the Mocs, and a shot going well wide of the cage, where it's picked up now by Jake Cox. Cox, they'll play this one back out. Now it gets picked up now by Cox, leaving it across into the Moccasins, and Larwood trying to get this one back down as Katola giving it across out to the near side, intercepted now by the Moccasins, back it away. Blake Anderson, the goal scorer here so far, has it to the left circle, the Zydeco end, dropping this one off, and that one gets picked up and cleared off the stanchion, takes an awkward bounce, where it gets picked up now by Scott Chirac, intercepted now by Coach. Coach will just lead this one into the Zydeco end, but for an icing, so no line change for the Mocs. 6:52 left to go here in the first period. 1-0 your score for the Moccasins here at the Monroe Civic Center, and we'll be right back here on the Zydeco YouTube channel.
Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
The Men's Network started when I went to a computer club meeting in the 7th grade that Brett organized. At that point, I had never met anyone that was as good at computers as Brett was. And by the 8th grade, we figured out that this was something that we could do professionally.
We moved to Baton Rouge to go to LSU, and that's really where our business got planted.
Give Immense a call. Let us show you how IT should be done.
Find more of what you're looking for at L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.
Welcome back here in the Monroe Civic Center as we're getting a forced line change here on the Moccasins. Just trying to settle things down as Narek Alexanian setting to face off against Hugo Coach. And off the draw. Alexanian not able to win this one back. Coach wins it back cleanly. Back it away. Here come the Moccasins. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Giving it across. And that one gets taken away. Swatted at in midair as it gets picked up now by Narek Alexanian. Alexanian 3-on-2 if he hurries. Adds it to the far boards. Getting it across to Wilson. And a shot. Scores! What a shot. What a goal. What a play by Narek Alexanian. And Elijah Wilson. Welcome back to the Fed. Gets his third goal of the weekend. 4th point and 5th point since coming back to the Zydeco. And he ties this thing up at 1 apiece. That was a very good shot by Elijah Wilson off of what seemed like a broken one-timer, but a very good seeing eye pass too by Narek Alexanian. And now here come the Zydeco with newly rejuvenated vigor. We'll send this one back into the Moccasin side where it's picked up now by Conway, and a little bit of jarring back and forth as Saban and Pafrost have each other a chin wag. And now that one will be lifted back into the Moccasins side where now the Moccasins have it. They'll dart this one all the way back on goal. And I'll tell you what, if he was shooting that from the United Center during the intermission game, probably would have won himself a car. Getting this one out to the neutral zone. Picked up now, giving it across, and a shot. That one will not go back in the way. Here come the Zydeco. Gordon back to Alexanian with a shot, and that one gets saved. And a rebound out in front, and that's not able to go. Now back it away. Here come the Moccasins. Into the Zydeco end. They'll stop this one up as that one gets taken away by Gordon. Intercepted now by Bacon. Bacon to the right circle and a shot, and that one goes high and wide. Picked up now from the blue line, giving it across out to the end boards. And now out from the left circle. Baker Burton to the right circle, out to the blue line, out in front of the shot. Saved by Stevens! Out to the far side. As Bailey Stevens stands tall, much like his starter last night, Brendan Colgan. So we'll get a face-off here to the far side. And now off the draw. Here comes Kevin Sabad. Sabad winging around the boards into the Moccasins' end. Stopped up now by Narek Alexanian, trying to get this one out to Haggerty. Stopped up now to the blue line. Here comes Thornton, giving it across. Wilson parks it from the near boards, giving it back to Haggerty. Back to Kevin Sabad. Sabad does a little shimmy shake, shake and bake with a shot from Haggerty, and that one will be blocked out to the corner. Stopped up now by Thornton to the left circle, kicking it out in front of the shot, save, rebound, and no goal. Looked like that would have been in, and Wilson really trying to plead his case, but I have to say I agree with the men in stripes on this one. Unfortunate that Elijah Wilson, one of the hardest workers net front, gets robbed by the stanchion. Now, of course, they're going to look at this, see if the net was, in fact, on the moorings when the puck trickled behind the net. but from my vantage point, I saw that Kuhn kicked off the post before the puck crossed the goal line. So they're going to be getting an explanation here, and no doubt one that Elijah Wilson not going to like. So right now, just trying to get some explanations from the referee. As looks like Tyler Larwood and Frank Schumacher both trying to get an idea of what's going on. So I want to talk about something that, you know, it's always a pleasure that I get to talk about one of the greatest goaltenders in the United States, in U.S. history, I will say, in my very biased opinion. Jonathan Quick, when he played with the Los Angeles Kings, had a very similar trick up his sleeve. When he would go from left to right, because he played like a really land crab style of goaltending, where he would just try to get as low as possible, and he would shimmy shake, trying to, you know, move his hips, move his shoulders, trying to make himself as big as possible. And when he would go from left to right, he would explode off of the post. He would use the post as leverage to try to kick himself into position. And Sean Kuhn has a lot of quickisms to him, but the one thing that Jonathan always did, especially during the 2012 playoffs, was he used to cheat the system. He knew that the moorings weren't the best, and that's why they dug him deeper in the NHL around, I would want to say, 2016. And it's because Jonathan would always explode off of the post, and he would always try to kick it off whenever there was a lot of pressure. There's two things that Quick used to do, and one of them I actually saw Brandon Cogan doing a lot. The first was kicking off the post whenever there was a little bit of too much trouble, a little bit too much heat. And the second one was whenever he would get a little bit of a dart to the mask and he would feel one of his buckles coming loose, he would try to shake off his, because the rule is your equipment comes off as a goaltender, you need to blow the play dead, no matter what. But he would violently shake his head, and he would point at his head saying, "Hey, I don't got a mask." And that's when they would blow it dead. So it's just a couple of things that Quickie used to do back in the day with the Kings that made him so great. And that's the reason why he had such a high save percentage back in the 2012 playoffs. But that is the way it is. Right now they're taking a look at the goal, trying to see where the puck lied. And right now I have a perfect vantage point of the iPad, but it's just way too small for me to see. Maybe if I break out the telephoto lens on my phone, I'll be able to kind of sneak a look there. But just from what I saw from the old eye test, it looked like the net was kicked off the moorings before the puck crossed the goal line. But again, therein lies what's called the parallax angle. So what the parallax angle is something looks farther than it is when you're looking at it at an angle. So right now I'm looking at the ice from about I would like to say maybe an obtuse 110 degree angle rather than a perfect 90. A perfect 90 is looking me straight down on the goal line. And if you know hockey and you track it back to, say, a certain game in 2004, Game 6 to be exact, against the Calgary Flames and the Tampa Bay Lightning, there was a shot in overtime that would have won the Calgary Flames the Stanley Cup had it not been ruled a no goal. And a lot of Flames fans would tell you, yes, that puck did in fact go in, but because of the parallax angle, the puck squirted up. It bounced up on Dwayne Rollison's pad, and it looked like it went beyond, when in reality, it went straight up. So that's what it was ruled back in 2004. And there's a lot of controversy. If you actually look it up, 2004 Flames versus Tampa Bay controversy, you'll see the exact goal that I'm talking about. And that could be the issue here, but sort of doubt it, as they're going to say a no goal, and I believe, in my opinion, it is the right call. So no goal. We'll play on. Still 1-1. Elijah Wilson coming so close to getting the second goal of the game. But thanks to a little bit of stanchion luck and good explosiveness by Sean Kuhn, there is, in fact, a no goal. Also, I realized something, that they have instant replay here in the FPHL, so you learn something new every day. So now the question is, was it a challenge by head coach Everett Thompson? That would be a big deal, because if it in fact was a challenge, that means the Zydeco would go on the penalty kill for delay of game. Right now he's getting an explanation that, just judging by the body language of Everett Thompson, that doesn't exactly seem like he likes it. Bobbing his head back and forth, saying, you know. So, looks like it will be a bench minor for delay of game after a failed challenge, and the Zydeco will head on to the Wilson Warehouse penalty kill. .426 left to go here in period number 1. So delay a game, and now a fresh penalty kill for the Zydeco. And last night, not to drudge up any bad memories, the Moccasins actually went 1-for-1 on their very first power play that they had against the Zydeco. And off the draw, here come the Moccasins, setting up shop here in the offensive zone, here deep into the Zydeco side of the ice, out to the blue line. Conway fishes it out to the side, to the far boards, back to Conway to the blue line. He'll stop up, shoots, and that one just goes wide. Tipped over, two bodies, and out to the right circle. They'll get this one out in front, and a shot, and that one gets saved off, blocked by Rio Namiki, and he will clear. Clearing it the rest of the way. Trying to get this one back down, but looks like there will be a penalty on the play. And so much for that power play. .353, beg your pardon, left to go here in the first period, and we'll skate 4 aside for 1:25. As we have Stefanini taking the draw, and he'll be facing off against Elijah Wilson, and off the draw. Wilson wins this one to the side, out to the blue line. They'll get this one across to Sabad to the near half wall. Sabad out to the end boards, trying to squirt this one out to the slot, and that one will be taken away. Here come the Moccasins, back it away, as Elijah Wilson trying to prove himself a nuisance. Now to the far half wall, into the neutral zone, now lugging into the Zydeco side of the ice, drop pass to the left circle, far side, and a pass going nowhere as Garrett Johnson leaves this one off for Brody Thornton. Thornton now will just calm play down behind his own net. And now he'll try to gallivant a rush back the other way here with 42 seconds left to go on the 4-on-4. Eric Alexanian leaving this one off for Tyler Larwood. Larwood leaving it back to Nick Katola. Katola back out to Ulbrich. Back to Katola, back up ice to Larwood, back to Ulbrich. And now he'll fish it across to Katola. Into the Moccasins end. Katola, Nick Katola to the right circle. Has it around the board, centering it out in front and not able to go as that one gets picked up. And a 3-on-2 rush turns into a 3-on-3 rush back the other way for the Moccasins. They have it back down low, out to the near half wall, to the right circle, out to the blue line now, gets tripped up, and there will be a penalty here on the Zydeco. So 36 seconds left to go on the penalty for the Moccasins. That'll nullify any man advantage that the Zydeco may have had. So now we'll skate 4-on-4 yet again.
A Moccasin fans, a big happy birthday to Bentley Wall, celebrating their birthday. And happy birthday to Ellie as well.
We're going to face off here to the Zydeco end. 4-on-4 will skate for another 36 seconds. And off the draw, Zydeco with possession back in their own zone. Stopping this one up is Brody Thornton. Back out to the end boards to Rio Namiki. Namiki trying to gallivant the rush back the way to Scott Chirac. That one gets taken away by the Moccasins into the Zydeco end as Brody Thornton takes the body, and he'll leave this one off for Namiki. Rio Namiki, the native from Japan, will send this one across out to Brody Thornton. Thornton through center ice, and that one gets taken away. Poke checked aside as it gets shoveled to Coach. Coach back up for Conway into the Zydeco end from the near half wall to the right circle. And that will get swatted at by the Zydeco, not cleared, held into the blue line. Conway now has it to the point, trying to get this one back down low to the right circle, getting it out in front of the shot, saved by Bailey Stevens. .113 left to go on the power play. And 1:41 left to go here in the first period.
Every time we stop, you gotta get louder in the stink pit. It's the SFI power play. Let's go!
So back on the Wilson Warehouse penalty kill are the Zydeco. And off the draw, Zydeco not able to win this one back as the Moccasins now have it. Asp out to the blue line. Asp out to the right circle, and a shot that gets fanned on. Shot at it with the pool noodle, and now a clearing attempt successful for the Zydeco. Here comes Rasmus Asp. Out to the near boards. Anderson not able to pick it up. And now here comes Sabad. Sabad with a shot, and that one goes off the outside pad of Sean Kuhn. Low danger shot, but want to get all the shots you can. Here comes Blake Anderson. Out to the right circle, getting sweeped at by Garrett Johnson, as Johnson trying to clear this one, but that one will be dumped all the way back down. So out of play, and we'll have another 25 seconds left to go on the power play for the Moccasins. So we're going to face off right outside of the Zydeco end, and that is actually huge. Seems like a small detail in the grand scheme of things, especially on the power play with such little time left. Even if you win this face-off, which they don't get a chance to set it up, and now we'll have another offsides on the Zydeco. with 46 seconds left to go here in period number 1.
Let's go, Moccasins.
And 20 seconds left to go on the power play for the Moccasins. Now off the draw. Zydeco not able to win this one cleanly. Here come the Moccasins back it away. Trying to sweep this one is Tyler Larwood, taken away now by the Moccasins. Coy Prefrost out to the front of the net. That one gets blocked out to the side. Picked up now by Scott Sherrock, and he will clear this one all the way back down into the Moccasins' end. Power play over. Zydeco able to kill this one off. And now here comes Nick Catola. He'll wing this one around the boards, out to the end boards, and a shot. Oh, that goes in! The score! Nick Catola! Scoreless since January 18th, gets his first goal. A pro hockey player and apparently a pro 8-ball player. He angled that. He busted out the protractor. And there's the lucky bounce you have been needing if you're the Zydeco. Two goals here in the first period. One that looked very good from Elijah Wilson, and another one that you just go to sleep with an extra grin on your face. Nick Catola, the math magician, calculates the angle and gets it home. And I'm sure if you ask him, he'll always tell you, oh, I planned it. I planned it from the beginning. But you know what? Doesn't matter if it was planned or not, which it probably wasn't. All the same, it's 2-1 here for the Zydeco here after 20 minutes of play. When we get back, we will get us a little special Valentine's Day message and a roll call, as well as the out-of-town scoreboard, and a recap what happened here in the first period. So stick right here with us on the Zydeco YouTube channel. If you want your name shouted out on the roll call, put it in the chat now. I will start reading, and I will shout you out on the roll call. So stick with us right here on the Zydeco YouTube channel.
An official sponsor of Baton Rouge Zydeco.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical to save the day. From electrical issues to keeping you comfortable, plumbing repairs, and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical, your one-stop solution for electrical, AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call or visit us online at southernairbr.com.
the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktails. Wall-to-wall, state-of-the-art TVs mean you'll see every touchdown, Hail Mary, and big turnover in crystal clear HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino in Baton Rouge, where every moment is a win. Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Tremonti's has meat. Tremonti's has seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tremonti's on-site catering is the best in Baton Rouge. Our friendly staff brings everything to our client's location, set up, serves guests, and cleans up once our guests are satisfied and full. Tremonti's caters weddings, corporate events, parties, luncheons, crawfish and shrimp boils, breakfast, fundraisers, barbecues, and much more. Good meat ain't cheap, and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremonti's.com, 225-751-7665.
Welcome back here to the Monroe Civic Center. I'm actually going to mute the background microphone. I'm not sure which one it is. Okay, there we go. Welcome back here to the Monroe Civic Center, where the score is 2-1. Before we get to the roll call, I'll send you back to a commercial break after this special message. I just wanted to say a very, very happy Valentine's Day from here in the Zydeco staff to you, the Zydeco fans. Thank you so much for your continued support and showing the love here towards your Zydeco. And if you want, I'll read it off in the chat for Valentine's Day as well. Put who you're celebrating your Valentine's Day with and who you're sharing the love with this year. For me, myself, I want to wish a very happy Valentine's Day to my parents, Richard and Nancy Flores, watching in West Covina, California, and my sister watching in Roseburg, California, as well as Kai, my girlfriend. Hope you guys are enjoying the show, and I hope you guys continue to support your Zydeco and spread the love here. Be mine. Happy Valentine's Day, guys, and happy Valentine's Day, Kai.
There's a time we all know is coming, but nobody knows just when. If you don't have a plan or you don't understand how or where to begin, at church funeral services, we'll handle it all with care and passion. Church funeral services.
gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning, getting everything with the client. What do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
The trust that we offer to our clients is actually, it comes pretty easy for us because we've been doing this a long time, and 90% of the jobs that we get are referrals. You know, that's what we depend on, and we strive to let the customer know that we're going to be here. We will always answer the phone.
At Don Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Don Seafood hits the table. From our team at Don Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
For over 90 years, Don's Seafood has been a Louisiana staple. From the finest Gulf catch to the most authentic Cajun recipes, our commitment to quality and tradition is who we are. Enjoy favorites like our gumbo, jacked up shrimp, seafood salad, steak, and of course, our signature seafood platter. Don's is more than just food. We're a celebration of flavor and family. From our team at Don's Seafood, we want to thank you for the last 90 years and cheers to many more together.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
All right, y'all been waiting long enough. Let's get to the roll call. Let's see where you're watching from and who you're watching with. We have Don watching from Hammond, Louisiana tonight, Jacksonville, Florida tomorrow to watch the Icemen and the Solar Bears. Fun fact, I actually had an application out to announce for the Solar Bears, and I am really praying that job opens up again because I actually really like it down there in Orlando. It's actually a very beautiful place, and it's a beautiful arena. You're going to love it, Don. Let's see, Drew Abbott watching in VR here in San Gabriel. And, of course, my mom and dad watching from West Covina, California, wishing me and everybody else a happy Valentine's Day. Tom Haggerty from Michigan, Dr. J. I am so sorry. Hey, you know what? Mr. Janot watching from Goodwood. Bamberg's in Walker, Louisiana. And, of course, I see my mom. Love you, Mom. And the Catolas watching with their protractors from Washington. Tom Turk, X's and O's from Plaquemine. There you go. GW watching from the road in Florida. Saying, thank goodness my driver is alert and doesn't need my assistance. Yeah, that would be bad if he did. Claire and Emily watching from New Orleans. And Chris. DJT from DC. Kayla saying happy Valentine's Day to me. Or Kyla, I'm so sorry. I said it again. Bear celebrating Valentine's Day with my beautiful wife, Chelsea. And we are enjoying the Zydeco stream. Oh, jeez. I just did that. I'm so sorry. Hold on. There we go. The Backus family. Girls watching from Plaquemine. Go Zydeco. Miranda celebrating Valentine's Day with your wisdom's teeth surgery, teaching your mom hockey. You know what? Like a true hockey player at heart, you're battling through the pain. Susie and Kieran watching from Prairieville, saying sharp tie, Brian. Gaming and goals as always. Kim and Kevin saying happy Valentine's Day to us, watching from the hot tub. St. Amant Go Zydeco, streaming loud. If you know, you know. And Wild Child always watching from New Roads. Don Johnson, Go Zydeco from the Johnson and Francis family. And finally, Heidi Wickerstorm watching from Granville, Michigan. Go Haggerty. And we'll pop right in to the out-of-town scoreboard after this brief commercial break.
The Men's Network started when I went to a computer club meeting in the 7th grade that Brett organized. At that point, I had never met anyone that was as good at computers as Brett was. And by the 8th grade, we figured out that this was something that we could do professionally.
We moved to Baton Rouge to go to LSU, and that's really where our business got planted.
Give Immense a call. Let us show you how IT should be done.
And welcome back. Let's take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard. Starting off with the HC Venom and the Binghamton Black Bears. It is 4-3 Black Bears in the third period. The Danbury Hat Trick leading 3-2 against the Port Huron Prowlers in the third. The Watertown Wolves have a 5-2 lead over the Motor City Rockers in the second. And the Columbus River Dragons have a 1-0 lead over the Blue Ridge Bobcats in the second period. As well as the second period, the Danville Dashers are tied up with the Athens Rock Lobsters 2 apiece. And the North Carolina Thunderbirds have a 4-1 lead over the Mississippi Seawolves in the second period. When we get back, we will get you a recap of what happened here in period number 1. Stick with us. And of course, I do have to say, welcome in, Ashley. Her and Reed are watching from Denham Springs. We'll get back to you for the period recap right after this.
At L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.
Official sponsor of Baton Rouge Zydeco.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air.
And welcome back here inside the Monroe Civic Center where the Zydeco have a beg your pardon, just gonna put a, not there. Well, I am talking to myself, so you know what? We're just gonna go back to the live scene, and we're just gonna do it live. Where it's 2-1 here for the Baton Rouge Zydeco. Game started off just 10:44 into the fray, where Blake Anderson got the goal to the assist of Hugo Koch. And about 3 minutes later, Elijah Wilson, after a beautiful feed from Narek Alexanian, would tie things up at 1 apiece. Scott Chirac also got a stick on it for the secondary assist. And with 10 seconds left to go, Nick Catola was able to do some advanced calculus to squeak one by Sean Kuhn and make it a 2-1 game here entering period number 2. So now here in the second period, we have a 1-goal differential. 2-1 for the Zydeco. 10 seconds remaining in the period. It was Nick Catola getting an awkward bounce off the end boards, able to squeak it by Sean Kuhn, getting a very happy Thanksgiving, or beg your pardon, I said Thanksgiving. Very happy Valentine's Day gift from his goalie opponent. Shane Haggerty set to take the draw. He'll be facing off against Hugo Koch. Drop of the puck, and we are underway here in period number 2. And off the draw, the Zydeco with possession in the Moccasins end, taken away by the Mocs. They'll try to send this one back out into the Zydeco end with a one-time shot, and that one going wide, and a rebound. That did not look good. That did not feel good. Ooh, Nelly. Right down the tunnel goes Samuel Hu Gustafson. Oh, no. That was a desperation shot after the play had been blown dead. And right away you see the blood in the crease. And Sam Hugh Gustafson took a puck to the teeth. And just seeing what a soft floater did to Matt Gordon just a few weeks ago against the Danville Dashers, definitely have sympathies going towards Hugh Gustafson. Yeah, that did not look good. So the blood all cleaned up here. The referees are set, and we'll keep an eye on the bench and see if Hugh Gustafson will make a return. So far this season, Sam Hugh Gustafson has been pointless since January 24th. Has not scored a goal yet this season, but with his time with the Central Coast Rhinos of the AIHL, had a very productive time in 18 games played, has 16 points. And right now, we're just hoping that he is all square and okay. And what makes it worse if you're the Mocs player is that was actually a little bit of friendly fire. So friendly fire caused an injury as a shot off the faceoff going well wide of the cage. and that one will be played all the way back down. 19:34 left to go here in period number 2. Trying to play this one back down. Zydeco into the Moccasins' end. As Zydeco with possession, Scott Chirac out to the end boards, out to Nick Katola. Katola turning it over, back it away. Here comes Sean Kuhn giving it across. That one gets taken away and cleared. And now here comes Kevin Sabad with a shot, and that one will go well wide of the cage. And now here comes a shot from Jay Cox with a shot, and that one will get tipped wide of the net. Moccasins able to clear this one all the way back into the Zydeco side, where it's picked up now by Rio Namiki. Namiki trying to get this one out in front. Here comes Jay Cox. Cox out to the corner. They'll play this one back down into the Zydeco side of the ice. And now the Moccasins able to play this one back in their own zone. Now a stretch pass through the center ice. Here come the Moccasins into the Zydeco end, where it's picked up now by Brody Thornton. Thornton, he'll skitter this one back to Scott Chirac, and he'll backhand this one into the Moccasins' end. Period of the long change here for the Zydeco, so Scott Chirac off that dump and will go immediately to the bench. Stretch pass here for Elijah Wilson. That one gets taken away. Here comes Nate Ulbrich, as that one will be intercepted and cleared back down by the Moccasins. Into the near boards, intercepted now by the Moccasins. Delayed offsides, though, says the referee. So here comes Elijah Wilson with a free play. But looks like we're going to have a stoppage of play.
Happy birthday, Tammy White, celebrating her birthday.
So,
and don't forget to get section 224 road of your Moccasins score.
The Moccasins
3 goals. You can win a prize. So now it's 76.
Trying to plead their case. Not going to win against the men in stripes. I know I keep saying that, but no, it's true. I don't think you've ever seen a player win an argument against the men in stripes. Matt Gordon will get ready to take the draw. It looks like they're going to be pointing to the outside of the Zydeco end. So now Matt Gordon will be taking the draw. And off the draw, Zydeco. They'll try to take this one back down. Here comes Gordon with a shot, and that one just goes wide. Picked up now by Nick Katola. Katola at center ice, giving it to Haggerty. Intercepted now by the Moccasins, and they'll send this one around the boards, where it's picked up now by Nick Katola off of an icing. So we will have a face-off going back into the Moccasins side of the ice. Eric Alexanian will take the draw. Alexanian. And he's going to be facing off against Hugo Koch. And off the draw, Koch able to win this one out to the side and clear this one all the way back down as the puck skitters on Nick Katola, who got the game's leading goal here so far. And a pass through the blue line going off sides with 16:42, bigger pardon, left to go in period number 2. And off the draw, Eric Alexanian not able to win this one back, and now gets taken away. Here come the Zydeco into the neutral zone from the near half wall. Elijah Wilson takes an awkward bounce, and that one nearly goes to the back of the net as Narek Alexanian had a good look on it. Another fortunate bounce for the Zydeco as the Moccasins now have it back in the Zydeco end, where he gets picked up now by Rio Namiki. Namiki, they'll try to turn this one around, out to the right circle, stopped up and a shot, and that one will be saved off. Out to the point, top of the right circle, and a shot, and that one gets blocked. Out to the blue line, stops up, shoots, and that just goes wide. Picked up now by the Zydeco, cleared off, but there will be a penalty. So it looks like it's going to be Rio Namiki heading to the sin bin. And the Moccasins will head off to the power play. Yet another Wilson Warehouse penalty kill for the Zydeco. In pretty much what has been a haunted house here for the Zydeco, trying to exercise their demons here on the penalty kill yet again. Scott Koch will be set to take the draw, and he'll be facing off against Jake Cox.
Number 4. 4 minutes, double minor from ISP. It's a Fiesta on 18 power play.
So the face-off will go to the right circle of the Zydeco end. So it looks like Rio Namiki is going to be assessed a 4-minute a 4-minute double minor, as the timekeeper's still trying to deliberate. I'm seeing 2 penalties on the in-house scoreboard, 1 for 2 and 1 for 4. Still just trying to figure out what's going on. Now, no penalties. Now there is a single 4-minute double minor.
Let's go, Moccasins!
So a double minor assist to Rio Namiki, and off the draw, the Zydeco trying to possess it back in their own zone, taken away by the Moccasins to the end boards. Now out to the blue line to Conway. He'll set up shop. That one gets swatted at by the Zydeco, giving it across to Coach. Out to the blue line. Out now to the right circle, giving it across to the left circle, near side with a shot, and that one goes off the stanchion, where it gets picked up by Scott Chirac, and he'll lose possession, but with the momentum, still able to clear it. Here come the Moccasins through the neutral zone, across into the Zydeco side of the ice, far side, now out to the end boards. He'll lug this one out to the near half wall, where it gets picked up and cleared out by Garrett Johnson. Now back of the way, here comes Corey Cunningham, who had a goal last night. Turning around is Tygrave Miniguns, who had the game winner in the shootout last night with a shot tipped on goal, and a good save by the flashing leather of Bailey Stevens. .57 left to go here. 2-1 is your score for the Baton Rouge Zydeco. Still 3:01 left to go in the 4-minute double minor against Rio Namiki. We'll pause a few moments to thank some of our sponsors. Thank you to Bad Boy Bail Bonds, Geico, LaBerge Casino and Hotel, Mealy Printing, Gulf Coast Office Products, Tracy Furlough Agency, Tanger Factory Outlet, Frankie's Doghouse, Will Scott, Go Bearded, GEO Heat, Church Funeral Home, Visit Baton Rouge, Local Bar and Kitchen, WBRZ, and Wilson Warehouse, as well as Mid-City Tower. 2-1 your score for the Baton Rouge Zydeco. We'll get right back to you here on the Zydeco YouTube channel. Stick with us.
The day. From electrical issues to keeping you comfortable, plumbing repairs, and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical, your one-stop solution for electrical, AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call or visit us online at southernnairbr.com.
Welcome back here to the Monroe Civic Center. And off the draw, Zydeco not able to win this one back as the Moccasins set up shop here on the double minor power play. Out to the near side, Anderson pitching it back down low to the near corner. Back to Anderson, left circle. Out to the point with a shot, and that one gets tipped wide of the net. Picked up now by Anderson. Anderson, top of the left circle, winging this one around the end boards. Picked up now by the Zydeco as Narek Alexanian has it. Narek Alexanian turning it over. Out to the slot and a shot, and that one gets picked up by Nick Hatola. Back across to Alexanian, who will saucer this one all the way back down into the Moccasins' end. Moccasins with possession back in their own zone. They'll try to pitch this one back up through center ice. And a good body play by Elijah Wilson, who has a chance here. A little bit of space, but smartly will play this one back to Nick Hatola. That's a good patient play by Elijah Wilson. Not getting greedy, knowing the situation. Still on a penalty kill now for another 2 minutes. Still need to kill some time off. And now here come the Moccasins. Mo with it, sharp side and a shot, and that one hits the outside of the cage. Mo with possession to the far boards, out to the blue line. Setting up shop, giving it across out to the far boards as the puck will get speared at by the Zydeco, swatted at. And now here comes the Moccasins setting up shop yet again from the blue line on a shot, and that one gets tipped wide. Picked up by Tyree Miniguns. Out to Blake Anderson, steps up from the left circle, tip down goal, and that one gets saved where it gets picked up now by the Moccasins from the left circle. Stutter steps Cunningham. That one gets taken away and cleared by Kevin Sabad. .103 left to go here on the power play. Zydeco with possession back in their own zone. Tygrave Miniguns not able to stop this one as that one will go all the way back down and stopped up now by Sean Kuhn, and he'll leave this one behind his own net. 48 seconds left to go here in the power play for the Moccasins. Getting it across out to the right circle. That one gets stopped up to the far half wall. Giving it across and a shot, and that one will just flutter itself out to the end boards where it's picked up, cleared out, and a little bit of a step here for Scott Chirac. Chirac with a little bit of space, has it, dinks, and not able to make a shot off. He'll center this one out to Garrett Johnson with a shot, good save, rebound, and that one gets stopped up by Sean Kuhn. And now you can feel the love on the ice. A few shoves, a few hugs, and even a cheek caress by Scott Chirac. Just trying to tell Coy Pivras welcome to the league and how much he cares about him. What a good guy. .12:19 left to go here in period number 2, and it looks like we're going to have a couple of players going to the box. Looks like it's going to be Tyler Larwood taking the seat. Or bigger pardon, it's actually Scott Chirac taking the seat and Pifrost taking the seat as well. And there's an extra moccasin going to the box. It's going to be Schumacher.
Moccasins number 27, 2 minutes, roughing.
So Schumacher goes for roughing. And that looks like it'll negate the power play.
Baton Rouge 19.
So we have 2 canceling out minors and 1 extra that will negate the rest of this power play. And I believe we're going to be skating 4-on-4. And it was Schumacher as well as Corey Prefrost going for roughing.
Hey, Moccasins fans, check out the Jumbotron and be sure you stop by our merchandise table. You can get all kinds of stuff for your Valentine, including shirts, hoodies, koozies, sticks, and all kinds of great stuff. Only at our merch table. Check it out at the front of the room. Let's go, Moccasins!
And off the draw, Moccasins win this one forward. They'll try to play this one back. And off the end boards, Narek Alexanian trying to leave this one back out to the end boards. It'll squeak out for Brody Thornton, who will fish this one out for Tyler Larwood, getting it back up for Narek Alexanian, who will just guide this one out to center ice. Stefanini out to the far glass. He'll just guide this one out to the end boards of the Zydeco end. And he turns into a big hit as the Zydeco penalty is over, as I spoke too soon. Looks like it's going to be elbowing the call, and who is it? It looks like it's going to go against the Zydeco, just trying to see who the guilty party is. And it looks like it's going to be Garrett Johnson going off.
Baton Rouge number 5, 2 minutes slashing.
So they said slashing, but I saw the referee motioning for an elbowing. So I'm just going to have to see on the official website where the call is, as the Moccasins now have it to the near circle, trying to get this one out to the right circle. That one gets picked up to the far boards, trying to cycle this one around. That gets picked up now by Brody Thornton. Here comes Rio Namiki. He'll drop this one off for Kevin Sabad. Sabad has it. He'll guide this one out to the far side with a shot, and that one goes off the mask of Sean Kuhn. And now back the way. Here come the Moccasins. They'll try to play this one back. Out to the near glass of the neutral zone. Fishing it out is Rio Namiki, as that one gets gloved down by Mo. Mo out to the left circle, the Zydeco end, blocked out by Nick Katola. As Katola tries to keep possession here, he gets bullied off the puck a little bit as he keeps possession. Here comes Katola. Katola with possession out to the right circle, solo mission and a shot. And that one goes high and wide across the Moccasins net. Here come the Moccasins from their own zone, giving it across to Rasmus Asp. Asp into the Zydeco end, near half wall. From the left circle, stops up, walks it up, and he tries to shoot this one on net. A centering pass goes nowhere. Intercepted by the Zydeco as Nate Ulbrich now has it. Ulbrich out to Tyler Larwood. He gets dragged down. There will be a penalty. So holding is the call. And it's going to go against Kali Koivuniemi. So Koivuniemi trying to plead his case, but again, as I said, you know, You're just not going to win against the Stripes. So it seems like we're playing the most of this middle frame 4-on-4. So we'll have another 4-on-4 for another 27 seconds before a brief power play for the Zydeco. And off the draw, Zydeco with possession, trying to set up shop here. Kuznetsov out to Shane Haggerty. Back to Kuznetsov, leaving it off for Brody Thornton. Out to the right circle, the Moccasins end from the near half wall. Giving it out to the blue line to Kuznetsov. Back out for Haggerty with a shot, and that one gets blocked out by the Moccasins. Picked up and cleared. So 4-on-4 is done, and we have a power play for another minute 26 for the Zydeco. Badgers heating an air power play for the Zydeco as Haggerty leaving this one off to the near half wall. Trying to play this one off for Elijah Wilson. Wilson, cross-ice pass to the left circle, far side with a shot, and that one gets blocked. Out to the point, Wilson winds up, fires, and that one goes into the glove of Sean Kuhn, who has a flair for the dramatics, as he will get this one in his glove. 1:06 left to go here on the man advantage for the Baton Rouge Zydeco. 9:22 left to go here in the second period. And your score is 2-1 here for the Zydeco right here in the Monroe Civic Center in the series finale here against these two cross-state lovers. The Monroe Moccasins and the Baton Rouge Zydeco will continue right after this.
For the ultimate game day experience, come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktails. Wall-to-wall, state-of-the-art TVs mean you'll see every touchdown, Hail Mary, and big turnover in crystal clear HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino in Baton Rouge, where every moment is a win. Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Tremonti's has meat. Tremonti's has seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tremonti's on-site catering is the best in Baton Rouge. Our friendly staff brings everything to our client's location, set up, serves guests, and cleans up.
Welcome back here inside the Monroe Civic Center. Still 1:06 left to go on the power play with a shot on goal, and that one will be called dead right away. A quick whistle from the referee after a buxom rebound chance. And now we'll get another face-off here in the Moccasins' end. And off the draw, Zydeco winging this one around the boards, trying to set up shop here on the power play. That one gets cleared off. Back to Bailey Stevens, who has it behind his own net, leaving it off for Nick Ketola. He'll skate this one up through his own zone. Pitching it across to Elijah Wilson. Winging it around the boards. Trying to stop this one up to the near side. Picked up and cleared all the way back out. Stopped up easily by Bailey Stevens. Out to Thornton. He'll try to angle this one off to the near half wall of the neutral zone, but that one gets picked up and cleared out by the Moccasins. And now Elijah Wilson, without his glove, will play this one back down. Here comes Elijah Wilson to the right circle, trying to get this one out in front, and that one will be played off now by Nick Ketola. Across for Brody Thornton, back out to the point to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov fans on a shot, getting it back out to the slot. Picked up now by Brody Thornton. Thornton stutter steps, walks it up to the left circle, getting it back down low to Zabot. Save, rebound out in front, and the shot, good save by Kuhn. And a back the other way, here come the Moccasins. Right circle, the Zydeco end, trying to get this one out in front, and it's swatted at by Bailey Stevens as the puck flutters its way out to the end boards with 8 minutes left to go here in the middle frame. Back the other way, here comes Tyler Larwood. Larwood back into the end boards of the Moccasins' end. And now here come the Mocs. from center ice. They'll try to guide this one back into the Zydeco end, winging it around the boards as Rio Namiki tries to cut off the angle, and he'll get this one out to Garrett Johnson, and Rio Namiki almost turns into a big check as Rasmus Asp able to hold this one in, and he'll try to bully this one to the far half wall, intercepted out to the point. Moccasins with it with a shot, and that one gets blocked out by Namiki, putting out the body. Koch has it, centers, and that one just goes wide. And now back the other way, here come the Zydeco after intercepting that play. Here comes Larwood into the Moccasins end with a shot, and that one will be blockered aside by Kuhn. Out for Namiki from the end boards. Larwood stops up, giving it out to Scott Chirac. Chirac intercepted by Bazarin. Out to Tygrave Miniguns with a shot, and that one will be blocked aside by Bailey Stevens. Wrapping it around with a shot going wide of the net. Bacon with it, with a shot again, and that one goes into a couple of bodies and a massive humanity in front of the net, where the Moccasins now possess it here in the Zydeco end from the near boards, trying to pitch it across out to the far side. From the end boards, Tygrave Miniguns. Miniguns gets taken down, no call. They'll play this one back down. Now there will be a call as Kevin Bacon now has it with a shot, and that one gets blocked. Bacon with it, trying to get this one back out in front. They'll stop this one up. Scott Koch out to Seth Bacon with a shot tipped on goal, and that one just goes wide as the Moccasins inadvertently knocked the net off its moorings. 6:15 left to go here, and we'll have another penalty kill for the Zydeco. So back to the Wilson Warehouse penalty kill. Referees deliberating. And the linesman giving a little bit of a finger wag to one of the Moccasins. So a rare start of the power play face-off outside of the zone. And the reason why it's going outside of the Zydeco end instead of inside was because it was one of the Moccasins who knocked the net off its moorings. So insult to injury as Tyler Larwood now has it into the Moccasins end, ripped away by Monroe as a clearing attempt gets swatted at by Narek Alexanian. And now back the way, here come the Mocs into the Zydeco end to the right circle. He'll stop up to the far half wall, parks it out in front with a shot, and that one will play this one across. Out from the end boards, stopped up now to the near boards. He'll try to guide this one out from the near corner. And a drop pass to the left circle. Blake Anderson giving it across out to the right circle. Fanned on the shot as Narek Alexanian finds it out to Brody Thornton, and he will clear this one the rest of the way. Had a little bit of a rush if he was so inclined to try it, but Brody Thornton looked gas on that play. So just elect to make the smart play instead of risking an odd man rush back for the Moccasins. Now speaking of, here come the Mocs into the Zydeco end to the right circle. Trying to get this one out in front. That one gets taken away by Garrett Johnson. Not able to clear it was Jake Cox. Now the Moccasins with it in the Zydeco end to the far boards. Out to the blue line. What a good play by Conway to keep it in. Getting it and going with a shot, and that one gets blockered away by Bailey Stevens. Out to the near wall. Trying to play this one back is Garrett Johnson. From the near half wall, he'll get pinned with Scott Chirac. Coming up with it is Scott Koch. Koch with it, giving it across to the right circle, wires in a shot, and that one goes off the end boards and trickles in, and the Moccasins tie this game. Kind of echoing the shot that Nick Catola had at the end of the first period. The bouncing puck couldn't get by him, and after that third attempt off the end boards, it bounced behind Bailey Stevens and ended up to the back of the net. So now we will resume play, 2-2 tie here at Monroe Civic Center. Corey Cunningham getting the goal. And off the draw, Zydeco with it back in their own zone. Wilson trying to clear. That one gets held in by the Moccasins into the Zydeco end from the near half wall. Ulbrich trying to guide this one out for Elijah Wilson. Ripped away by Shane Haggerty. Haggerty into the Moccasins end trying to find Kevin Sabad. Sabad out for Perfrost, who takes it away from the Moccasins. Ripped away by the Zydeco, and they'll just edge this one along into the far half wall. And now here come the Moccasins. Back in the way, Perfrost, who's playing in his second ever FPHL game, giving it across out in front, and a shot, good save, rebound, and that one gets batted wide. Picked up now by the Moccasins, near side, out to the point, wires a shot, and a good save by Bailey Stevens yet again. So with 3:54 left to go here in the second period, we will step aside. Your score tied up now at 2 apiece. Here in the second period, it is Deuces Wild. Here with 3:54 left to go in the middle frame here in the Monroe Civic Center. Stick with us for the remainder of the second period right here on the Zydeco YouTube channel.
Weddings, corporate events, parties, luncheons, crawfish and shrimp boils, breakfast, fundraisers, barbecues, and much more. Good meat ain't cheap, and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremontes.com, 225-751-7665.
Welcome back here inside the Monroe Civic Center, and off the draw, right off the face-off, and a shot and a good save. Picked up now by Rio Namiki. They'll try to play this one out to the near side. Here comes Rasmus Asp, getting it out in front, and that one will be cleared out to the side, where Tyler Larwood now has it. Trying to turn this one back at around, where now it's played now by Rasmus Asp. Out for Nick Katola. Katola from the end boards. He'll just settle down the puck, and I think he was just trying to get something else going here, as the puck is being very misbehaving here for the Zydeco. That one bounces over a couple of sticks as Blake Anderson gets this one intercepted by Rio Namiki, giving it away now back to the Moccasins. Corey Cunningham trying to make a play from his knees, and that one gets ripped away by Rio Namiki. Back in the way, here comes Tyler Larwood, leaving it across. Larwood has it. He'll hacky sack it back into the Moccasin side of the ice, where it's played back down low into the near corner, and now ripped away now by the Moccasins. Here come the Moccasins, and that one gets ripped away now by Rio Namiki. Stretch pass. Here comes Elijah Wilson. Wilson out to the end boards, and another awkward bounce goes the Zydeco way. Trying to get this one out in front was Wilson. Ripped away, not cleared. Brody Thornton giving it across to Garrett Johnson. Johnson steps up to the right circle, a shot tipped on goal and not able to go. Rebound out in front, still loose, and that gets called dead. Quick whistle or not, that was a good chance for the Zydeco. Able to keep the play alive. And Sean Kuhn, who could really use a pair of Speedos after that diving attempt. was able to stave off the go-ahead goal late here in the middle frame. Jake Cox off the face-off. Not able to win this one back cleanly. And now here come the Moccasins from their own zone, trying to gallivant and rush back the other way, being heckled by Jake Cox. Cox out to the far boards. He'll lead this one off, getting it back. Cox, that one gets taken away. Cunningham picked up and cleared as far as center. Back the other way. Here come the Moccasins. Out from the near boards of the Zydeco end, taken away by Elijah Wilson. Here comes Jake Cox. Solo mission. Cox has Sabad with a shot from Cox, and that one gets saved across. Puck finds its way to the Moccasins end board. That one gets taken away after a clearing, or a centering attempt rather, by the Zydeco, and that one gets intercepted by the Zydeco in the neutral zone. Out to the right circle with a shot from Scott Chirac, and that one will be shot wide into the glass as it gets picked up now from the far boards by Scott Chirac. Out to the end boards, where the Moccasins trying to regain possession. Taken away up by Scott Chirac. Or beg your pardon, that was Shane Haggerty. Haggerty has Narek Alexanian. Haggerty and Alexanian trying to bid for possession here for the puck. Giving it across. Rio Namiki has it to the blue line. Stutter steps on the line, giving it across, out from the end boards, has it, wrapping it around, and the shot now to go, and a rebound, and another quick whistle, as I believe it is Narek Alexanian getting into it. So we'll get an explanation and a face-off here eventually. But until we do, fun fact. Rasmus Asp, last name, is correlated with a snake. It's actually a type of snake. I was let that known by one of my covert insiders, aka my mom. And the reason why I didn't know that is because I do like to just pretend that the existence of snakes aren't a thing. I just willfully ignore the existence of those slithering heathens. And off the draw, 1:02 left to go here. Now under a minute here to go in the second period. Here come the Moccasins from their own zone, trying to get this one back out in front. That one gets taken away by Larwood, leaving it back to Nick Katola. He'll just try to calm play down back in his own zone, trying to gallivant and rush back the other way. And a stretch pass will get tipped into the end boards, where it's stopped up now by Matt Gordon, but off for an icing. .39 seconds left to go here in period number 2. 2-2 is your score here at the Monroe Civic Center. Stefanini out to take the draw against Tyler Larwood. And off the draw, Larwood able to win this one to the side to Nick Katola, leaving it off now for Matt Gordon. Back up the ice. Here comes Larwood. Larwood giving it across to Gordon. Gordon trying to sidestep one, giving it across, back to Gordon. Across the end boards, he'll try to leave this one out to the near side. Nick Katola now has it. He'll wing it around to the end boards, trying to find Tyler Larwood. Larwood centering it out in front, not able to find a friendly stick. Wilson settles up out to the blue line, giving it across. Namiki turning it over, and a lofty play and a good body by Rio Namiki stops what would have been a clear-cut end of the period breakaway, as Sabad now has it. As I don't think he saw the clock. Otherwise, I think he would have shot that one. But 2-2 is your score after 40 minutes of play. And a fun fact here about the Baton Rouge Zydeco. After being tied after 2 periods of play, and the entire season, the Zydeco have only been tied 6 games, and their record is 1-2-2-2. That's 1 win, 2 regulation losses, 2 overtime wins, and 2 overtime losses. So what will happen now? Only time will tell, and only you will find out if you keep tuned in here to the Zydeco YouTube channel. When we get back, we'll get you the out-of-town scoreboard as well as a recap of what happened here in period number 2. Stick with us right here on the Zydeco YouTube channel.
There's a time we all know is coming, but nobody knows just when. If you don't have a plan or you don't understand how or where to begin, at church funeral services, we'll handle it all with care and passion. Church funeral services.
We've gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning, getting everything with the client. What do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
The trust that we offer to our clients is actually, it comes pretty easy for us because we've been doing this a long time, and 90% of the jobs that we get are referrals. You know, that's what we depend on, and we strive to let the customer know that we're going to be here. We will always answer the phone.
At Don Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Don Seafood hits the table. From our team at Don Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
For over 90 years, Don's Seafood has been a Louisiana staple. From the finest Gulf catch to the most authentic Cajun recipes, our commitment to quality and tradition is who we are. Enjoy favorites like our gumbo, jacked up shrimp, seafood salad, steak, and of course, our signature seafood platter. Don's is more than just food. We're a celebration of flavor and family. From our team at Don's Seafood, we want to thank you for the last 90 years and cheers to many more together.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
The Men's Network started when I went to a computer club meeting in the 7th grade that Brett organized. At that point, I had never met anyone that was as good at computers as Brett was. And by the 8th grade, we figured out that this was something that we could do professionally.
So we moved to Baton Rouge to go to LSU, and that's really where our business got planted.
Give Immense a call. Let us show you how IT should be done.
Find more of what you're looking for at L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.
Official sponsor of Baton Rouge Zydeco.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical to save the day. From electrical issues to keeping you comfortable, plumbing repairs, and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical, your one-stop solution for electrical, AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call or visit us online at southernairbr.com.
For the ultimate game day experience, come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktails. Wall-to-wall, state-of-the-art TVs mean you'll see every touchdown, Hail Mary, and big turnover in crystal clear HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino in Baton Rouge, where every moment is a win. Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Tremonti's has meat. Tremonti's has seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tremonti's on-site catering is the best in Baton Rouge. Our friendly staff brings everything to our clients' location, set up, serves guests, and cleans up once our guests are satisfied and full. Tremonti's caters weddings, corporate events, parties, luncheons, crawfish and shrimp boils, breakfast, fundraisers, barbecues, and much more. Good meat ain't cheap, and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremonti's.com, 225-751-7665.
There's a time we all know is coming, but nobody knows just when. If you don't have a plan or you don't understand how or where to begin, at church funeral services, we'll handle it all with care, passion. Church funeral services.
We've gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning, getting everything with the client. What do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
The trust that we offer to our clients is actually, it comes pretty easy for us because we've been doing this a long time, and 90% of the jobs that we get are referrals. You know, that's what we depend on, and we strive to let the customer know that we're going to be here. We will always answer the phone.
At Don Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest, the party doesn't start until Don Seafood hits the table. From our team at Don Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
For over 90 years, Don's Seafood has been a Louisiana staple. From the finest Gulf catch to the most authentic Cajun recipes, our commitment to quality and tradition is who we are. Enjoy favorites like our gumbo, jacked up shrimp, seafood salad, steak, and of course, our signature seafood platter. Don's is more than just food. We're a celebration of flavor and family. From our team at Don's Seafood, we want to thank you for the last 90 years and cheers to many more together.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
Welcome back here inside the Monroe Civic Center, where we have a 2-2 tie heading into period number 3. Let's quickly get you the out-of-town scoreboard before I recap what happened here in period number 2. Starting off, we're going to be having a tight-knit battle between the Motor City Rockers and the Watertown Wolves. As soon as this thing wants to load. Sorry, the internet is kind of slow here. Tell you what, let's get you the second period recap right away, and then we'll go to the out-of-town scoreboard, just because sometimes technology doesn't like me. Welcome back here to the Monroe Civic Center, where we have a 2-2 tie. Let's take a look here how this period shaked out And it was a very eventful period. All in all, it's kind of a low-scoring game, but in the second period, only one goal scored. Corey Cunningham on the power play would tie this thing up to the assist of Scott Koch and Frank Schumacher. In the second period, the shot total was 10-7 in favor of the Monroe Moccasins, and that brings the 40-minute shot total to 19-13 in favor of Monroe. So far, this game has been pretty tightly contested by both teams, and it's going to be a wonder how this thing ends up. Right now, the thing that seems consistent is the power play between the Zydeco and the Moccasins, as both power plays kind of having a little bit of a struggle. The only power play goal here so far towards the Moccasins, while the Zydeco are going 0 and nearly 30 here on the man advantage. So that's something they're going to have to take a look at. But let's take a look right now at your out-of-town scoreboard. Starting off, the Binghamton Black Bears and the HC Venom. Binghamton having a 5-3 lead in the third period over the Venom. And it's a final. The Danbury Hat-Trick have a 7-2 win over the Port Huron Prowlers. The Watertown Wolves have an 8-3 win over the Motor City Rockers. And the Columbus River Dragons winning 3-1 over the Blue Ridge Bobcats. The Danville Dashers and the Athens Rock Lobsters tied up at 2 apiece in the third period. And the North Carolina Thunderbirds have a 7-2 lead over the Mississippi Seawolves, a team that the Zydeco are going to be seeing on Sunday. So let's get back to the action here in the third period right after this on the Zydeco YouTube channel. We are tied up here at 2 apiece here in the Monroe Civic Center.
The Men's Network started when I went to a computer club meeting in the 7th grade that Brett organized. At that point, I had never met anyone that was as good at computers as Brett was. And by the 8th grade, we figured out that this was something that we could do professionally.
We moved to Baton Rouge to go to LSU, and that's really where our business got planted.
Give Immense a call. Let us show you how IT should be done.
Find more of what you're looking for at L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.
Official sponsor of Baton Rouge Zydeco.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical to save the day. From electrical issues to keeping you comfortable, plumbing repairs, and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical, your one-stop solution for electrical, AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call or visit us online at southernairbr.com.
ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktails. Wall-to-wall, state-of-the-art TVs mean you'll see every touchdown, Hail Mary, and big turnover in crystal clear HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino in Baton Rouge, where every moment is a win. Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Welcome back here inside the Monroe Civic Center. Here for period number 3, brought to you by Momentum Building Services, who power all the Baton Rouge Zydeco broadcasts. Call Momentum Building Services for all your cleaning needs. Thank you, Momentum, for being a sponsor and taking such great care of your Baton Rouge Zydeco. 20 minutes on the clock. 2-2 tie. Cross-state rivals in one of the final meetings here on the road between the Zydeco and the Moccasins before heading back to the River Center in March. Drop of the puck, and we are underway. Here comes Shane Haggerty as the Moccasins will send this one all the way back into the Zydeco end. Picked up by Haggerty, trying to clear this one and swatted at by Haggerty at the blue line. And now here comes Coach. Back the other way into the Zydeco end, where they'll play this one all the way across. And now Elijah Wilson from the far boards of the Zydeco end. Here comes Shane Haggerty. Out to the right circle, the Moccasin side. Steps up, shoots, and that one just goes wide. Haggerty out to the slot from Rio Namiki. Stops up. Decides to hold it on the line, giving it across from the lower point. From the end boards now, Haggerty out to Elijah Wilson. It'll go out to Catola with a shot, and that one gets tipped wide. Rio Namiki giving it across to Kevin Sapod. Sapod trying to give it across to Namiki. That one gets picked up now by Blake Anderson. Anderson out to the side, trying to find it back from Koivu Niemi. Rio Namiki from the near side, intercepted by Kosh as the Moccasins turning this one over to the Zydeco in the Zydeco end, holding the line as the Zydeco still not able to clear. They'll play this one across. And now from the end boards, they'll stop this one up from the far side, and that one gets taken away as Kosh will play this one back out to the near boards. And now here comes Schumacher, winging it around the boards, out to the far side. And now that one will be lifted up all the way back as Jake Cox trying to play this one out to the near boards into the Moccasin zone. Schumacher out to the near side. He'll pitch this one across out to the far boards in the neutral zone. Here come the Moccasins into the Zydeco end from the far boards. Out to the outside of the cage. That one rings across out to the far boards. Picked up now by Tyler Larwood. Into the Moccasins end to the right circle and a shot, and he gets trapped down by Sean Kuhn. 17:51 left to go here in period number 3. Still a 2-2 tie between the Zydeco and the Moccasins. Tyler Larwood off the draw. He'll leave this one out for Nick Albrecht, and it looks like there will be a penalty here on the play. Tripping the call as the Moccasins to the box and to the Badger Heating and Air power play. Go the Zydeco. And while we have a moment, I want to reach out and thank our booster club. Thank you so much for the Baton Rouge Booster Club. For more info, contact brzydecoboosters@gmail.com. Follow them on social media at BR's Boosters Club. And If you want, scan the QR code that was on screen. As the Zydeco playing this one back into the Moccasins end. They'll play this one back out for Kevin Sapod. Sapod back out for Dmitry Kuznetsov. Out to the blue line. Brody Thornton to the far half wall. He'll stutter step for Wilson as the puck just skitters all the way back into the neutral zone where it's stopped up by Thornton, leaving it across to Kuznetsov into the Moccasins end. Trying to shoot this one from the slot as it gets picked up, dropped off, and cleared by the Moccasins. Out to the near boards at the Zydeco end. Stopped up, giving it across, and that one's not able to go short-handed for the Moccasins as Narek Alexanian leaving this one off. Out from the near side, here comes Gordon. Gordon to center ice. He'll try to play this one back out to the left circle, dropping this one off to no one as that one gets picked up, not cleared out. Held up at the blue line by Garrett Johnson from the near boards. They'll circumvent, giving it across for Alexanian. Alexanian from Haggerty, back to Alexanian. Trying to play this one from the near half wall. That one gets picked up and cleared from the end boards with 36 seconds left to go here on the man advantage for the Zydeco. Now here comes Shane Haggerty. Haggerty. A teardrop will just find its way into the Moccasins and centering it out in front, and that one gets saved on a rebound, and that one just goes wide. Picked up now by Alexanian. Out to the blue line. Johnson wires, and that one just goes wide. From the blue line, Johnson again has it to the near half wall. He'll guide it across out to the end boards. Trying to fish it out is Jake Cox. He'll leave this one off for Gordon as that one gets taken away by Prefrost. Prefrost all the way back into the Zydeco end where it's stopped up now by Matt Gordon. Gordon intercepted by the Moccasins. Out to the near side of the Zydeco end, trying to get it out in front, and that one gets taken away by Shane Haggerty and cleared as far as center. They'll play this one all the way back down. Sean Kuhn. Kuhn will leave this one back. Now back the other way. Here come the Moccasins with a wired shot and a good save and a rebound, and that one gets saved by Bailey Stevens. Nate Ulbrich. Ulbrich leaving this one off for Elijah Wilson. Throwing the lines in the blender is head coach Everett Thompson. Trying to see what sticks here as everybody seems to be clicking tonight. Rio Namiki winging around the boards, trying to find Tyler Larwood. Larwood, he'll guide this one off for Scott Chirac. Chirac to Larwood, out to the blue line as Ulbrich will throw this one in front. That gets taken away by Seth Bacon. Bacon into the Zydeco end with a shot, and that one gets blocked out to the far corner. Picked up in a shot, will hit to the outside of the cage as Rio Namiki trying to stutter step this one and sidestep as that one gets taken away. Namiki still with it. He'll get this one across and clear it as far as center, right across the Little Caesars ad, right outside of the Zydeco end. And now a deflected pass will go all the way back into the Moccasins end. Conway turns this one aside. Hugh Gustafson has it for the Moccasins, and they'll send this one all the way across. And now out to the end boards where it's picked up now by Nick Katola. Katola back out across, and it looks like perhaps the net comes off its moorings. All I know for sure is that we have a stoppage in play, and we'll pause a few moments to thank some of our sponsors. Sigma Engineers and Constructors, E&C Bush Hogging and Mulching, Capital City Produce, Bowfinger Tree Service, Republic Finance, Schmolke Law Firm, Pico Lumber, Wilson Warehouse, Highland Group Property Services, Bayou Apparel, Gator Millworks, Will Scott, AV Solutions, and VRI Institute. When we get back, we'll get you the continuation of this third period. We're tied up at 2 apiece here at the Monroe Civic Center. Stick with us.
seafood. Tremonti's has much more. Tremonti's on-site catering is the best in Baton Rouge. Our friendly staff brings everything to our client's location, set up, serves guests, and cleans up once our guests are satisfied and full. Tremonti's caters weddings, corporate events, parties, luncheons, crawfish and shrimp boils, breakfast, fundraisers, barbecues, and much more. Good meat ain't cheap, and cheap meat ain't good. Visit Tremonti's.com, 225-751-7665.
Welcome back here to the Monroe Civic Center with 13:34 left to go here in period number 3. 2-2 is your score. We'll get a face-off right outside of the Zydeco end. And off the draw, Zydeco not able to win this one back. As the Moccasins now have it, trying to center this one out, taken away by Haggerty. Here comes Shane Haggerty. He'll get this one out to the slot. Kevin Sapai trying to leave it out for Haggerty, and a shot, and that one just goes wide as the Moccasins turn each other into a big hit. Out to the right circle with a shot, and that one gets blocked out by Koch. And a rebound. That one gets held up to the blue line. They'll try to guide this one out to the end boards, does Nick Ketola. Out to the near side. The Moccasins now with it. And off the glass. They'll clear this one all the way back out. And down for an icing. 12:57 left to go here in period number 3. Still tied at 2 apiece. And I just know you all are nerds of numbers just like I am. The Moccasins started off the scoring in this game. And according to my records, when the opponent scores first, the Zydeco are 4 wins, 7 regulation losses, 2 overtime losses, and 3 overtime wins. So below 500 in regulation when the opponent scores first. Let's see what happens here as Alexanian has it into the Moccasins' end, trying to clear the Moccasins. Booted back in by Garrett Johnson, giving it back to Alexanian with a shot, and that one just goes wide of the net. Picked up now by Matt Gordon, giving it back out to Elijah Wilson. To the right circle. He'll try to step this one up to the far hash marks. Going back and forth. Has it to the far half wall. Elijah Wilson settles up play. Has it right down Main Street with a shot, and that one gets darted wide. And a rebound, and that one gets picked up by the Moccasins. From their own end. They'll try to guide this one out to the nearer half wall. And that one will be picked up from the neutral zone and cleared back into the Zydeco end. Turning it over is Bailey Stevens as he's able to save this shot attempt out to the near wall. Here come the Zydeco. Ripped away by the Moccasins. Out to the near wall. Trying to center this one out in front, and that one gets darted wide. Out to the left circle and a shot, and that hits the post. Bacon with it. With a shot, and that one just goes off the stick. As Jake Cox tries to play this one back. If they do find that the puck crosses the goal line, they will call this play dead, but so far nothing. As Larwood now has it, they'll play this one out to the far boards, out to Cox, center this one out in front, and that one gets taken away in a solo mission. Back of the way, here come the Moccasins. Good poke check away by Brody Thornton. Anderson with possession for the Moccasins. Has it into the neutral zone. Now out to the Zydeco end. From the left circle out in front, and the shot gets darted wide. Net coming off its moorings. Stevens trying to get the referee's attention, and now the referee will call this one dead. 10:47 left to go here in period number 2, or beg your pardon, in period number 3. We have a 2-2 tie. So net off its moorings. So we'll have a face-off right outside of the Zydeco end. A double doinking shot off both posts is what separates the Moccasins from a 1-goal lead. Shane Haggerty off the draw, trying to find Stefanini off the draw. That one gets ripped around by Stefanini into the Zydeco end. Out to the blue line, Stefanini winging around the boards. And now Conway has possession, getting it taken away by the Zydeco. And now back the other way, here comes Baton Rouge, lugging it into the Moccasins end to the far half wall. With a shot, Brody Thornton going around the end boards, trying to find Shane Haggerty. Haggerty with possession, back to Thornton. He'll try to find it back to the near side to Kevin Sapod. Sapod back out for Haggerty. Trying to find it back to Kuznetsov, and that one gets taken away by the Moccasins, and a fan pass will be played back by Hugh Gustafson, who is back after a scary shot to the face in the second period. 9:49 left to go here in period number 3, and your score is 2-2. Nick Katola will just settle play down, trying to find a good quarterbacking play as he'll lug this one back out of his zone himself. Through the neutral zone, right on net, and Kuhn will track this one down and cover. 9:31 left to go here in the third period, and we will step aside here with a 2-2 tie here in the Monroe Civic Center. Stick with us for the riveting conclusion of this regulation time here in the second game on this Valentine's Day edition of the Battle of the Bayou. Welcome back here to the Monroe Civic Center, and off the draw, the Zydeco will try to play this one back into the Monroe side. Schumacher leaving it off for Wilson. Wilson out to the near half wall, will leave this one out for Alexanian, who will pick this one up and clear it all the way back down to the Moccasin side, and will go off for an icing. I want to give a little bit more of a shout out to our booster club here. Didn't have a lengthy chance to do it during that stoppage. Now I do. So thank you to our boosters who are always tirelessly helping out the players here on the road trips, packing up a lot of snacks and just taking care of the players. If you want to scan to learn more, scan the QR code here on screen. Back to the action here as the Zydeco will play this one back into the Moccasins end. That one will get taken away and cleared back down into the Zydeco side of the ice. Now back the other way, here comes Narek Alexanian. He gets bumped off the puck and hard. And now here comes Narek Alexanian from his own zone. He'll try to sky this one back into the Moccasins. And here comes Mark Gordon with a shot, and that one gets saved off by Kuhn. Larwood has it from behind the net, trying to get this one out in front as Gordon laboring back to the bench. Out to the end boards. Zydeco with possession. Playing it back for Cox. Cox trying to find it back to Chirac. Chirac from the end boards. They'll try to poke check this one along to the near half wall. Into the Moccasins end. He'll wing this one around. out to the far boards, and now here come the Moccasins into the Zydeco side of the ice. Picked up now by Nick Katola. Katola for the Zydeco back in their own zone. 7:53 left to go here in period number 3. Back of the way, here comes Jake Cox into the Moccasin side of the ice, near half wall. From the left circle, Tyler Larwood trying to wing this one around. That gets intercepted by the Moccasins. And now the Moccasins will just calm play down back in their own zone with 7:36 left to go here in the final frame of regulation. As Jake Cox trying to bully Hugh Gustafson with the puck. Hugh Gustafson out to Shane Haggerty. Haggerty out for Haggerty again to the far half wall of the Moccasins end from behind the net. Jake Cox trying to fish out the puck from the end boards, and that one gets picked up now by the Moccasins. Moccasins into the Zydeco end, delayed offside, so not able to touch this one up. Here comes Nick Katola with free possession. He'll go this one across as that one gets gloved down by Sean Kuhn, and he will cover. 6:57 left to go here in period number 3, and your score is tied up at 2 apiece. Kevin Sabad out with Elias Thompson and Dmitry Kuznetsov, who is yelling at the referee for some reason. So Sabad out to take the draw. He'll face off against Scott Koch. And off the draw. Koch wins this one back cleanly as Nate Albrecht now has it. He'll give it across to Kevin Sabad. Sabad on sides. He'll just fish this one back into the Moccasin side where he'll get played off out to the near half wall. Batted away by Dmitry Kuznetsov. It gets played up now by Frank Schumacher. Trying to go it around the boards into the Zydeco end. Picked up now by Garrett Johnson from his own end boards. He'll stop up from behind his own net. He'll try to guide this one out to Kuznetsov. Out to the near side for Kevin Sabad. Sabad out to the Moccasins end. Sabad giving it across to the right circle with a shot. Scores! Dmitry Kuznetsov! Breaks a 4-game pointless drought, netting his 25th point of the campaign, his 12th goal of the season, and he makes it 3-2 Zydeco. What a good setup. And Dmitry Kuznetsov, who was doing the Eagle celebration made famous by Yevgeny Kuznetsov, makes it 3-2 for the Zydeco late here in period number 3. Here comes Thornton, leaving it across, trying to find it back from Larwood. And that one gets headed off out to the far boards, right in front of the Zydeco bench, and they'll guide this one back into the Moccasin side of the ice with 5:42 left to go here in regulation. Wilson stops up. He'll lead this one back into the Moccasins' end. Now the biggest question is, do you put your foot on the gas pedal still, or do you take your foot off the acceleration and try to play a little bit of defense? Always the chess match here in hockey. Drop pass here, the Moccasins with it in the Zydeco end. They'll try to play this one back for Rio Namiki. Namiki out to the near side, trying to get this one out in front, and that one gets played back now by Elijah Wilson. Wilson with it. He'll wing it around the boards. Trying to play this one around. Moccasins with it back in their own zone, and they'll try to guide this one out to the center ice, where it's played off now by Rio Namiki. Namiki out to center ice. Picked up now by Shane Haggerty. Haggerty with a shot, and it gets blockered away by Sean Kuhn. Kuznetsov, who has the game-leading goal here so far, will lead this one out as the Zydeco will just bat this one back into the Moccasins' end. Moccasins with it back in their own zone to the near half wall. from the neutral zone. They'll guide this one back into the Zydeco side of the ice. Will get played off now by Shane Haggerty, leaving it off for Nate Albrick. Albrick giving it across to Nick Katola. Katola to the far half wall. Trying to go in, but offsides. Go the Zydeco. 4:21 left to go here in period number 3. Your score is 3-2 for the Baton Rouge Zydeco here at the Monroe Civic Center. We'll step aside here on the Zydeco YouTube channel. Stick with us.
There's a time we all know is coming, but nobody knows just when. If you don't have a plan or you don't understand how or where to begin, at church funeral services, we'll handle it all with care and passion. Church funeral services.
We've gotten very good at roofing. We're good at the actual work, but also the documentation from the beginning, getting everything with the client. What do they need? What are their needs? And then how can I give them a couple of options? And then from there, during the process, they know what's going on. And then at the end, feeling good about everything that's complete, and they're happy when they're done with their job.
Welcome back here to the Monroe Civic Center. Grab your popcorn, grab your beverage. This is set to be one heck of a finish as the Zydeco keep this one into the Monroe Center zone. They'll try to play this one back into the Moccasins side of the ice. Here comes Brody Thornton to the near half wall, and a shot hits the outside of the post. Picks up now to the far half wall. Brody Thornton stops up to the far hash marks, giving it across to Shane Haggerty to the right circle, and a shot, and it gets blocked. Haggerty out in front of Thornton, and a good save by Kuhn, and they'll try to get this one out in front, and that one just gets cleared. Nick Katola, he'll lead this one across out to the near corner. 3:38 left to go here in period number 3. Getting this one across to Scott Chirac, and they'll guide this one across all the way to the end boards. Here come the Moccasins from behind their own net. Trying to calm play down here and gallivanting a rush back of the way is Stefanini. As Stefanini gets a poke checked aside as Jake Cox will try to play this one back. Out to the near side, going all the way back down for an icing. 3:03 left to go here in period number 3. Your score is 3-2 for the Baton Rouge Zydeco. In a familiar position here. Last night they were up 3-1 heading into period number 3. And ended up giving that one away and losing in a shootout. Tonight, they end up getting a 3-2 lead late here in the game thanks to the stick of Dmitry Kuznetsov. As Elijah Wilson gets tied up, the Moccasins with possession back in their own zone. I'll try to play this one back up. Here comes Matt Gordon, giving it across. Out for Garrett Johnson. Out to the left circle, the Moccasins end. Hitting the outside of the cage. He'll get it across out to Narek Alexanian. Alexanian to the far half wall, gets pinned. Getting it is Matt Gordon trying to sachet this one in on net. And that one gets taken away by Seth Bacon. And now back of the way, here come the Moccasins. Drop pass out to the far left circle and a shot, and it gets darted back by Bailey Stevens. We have a little bit of physicality behind the net. As Bacon, I believe, getting into it. Trying to see who his dance partner is. It's Elijah Wilson. And the ever cool, calm, and collected Elijah Wilson will just skate his way back to the bench. definitely not shaken, definitely not stirred, as he just gives a stoic look at the moccasin who took him down. In a lot of ways, Elijah Wilson reminds me of former Colorado Avalanche, who used to be a captain, as a shot going in on net, but that one gets blocked away. A little guy named by Joe Sakic, where it's like you can tell that he was the leader's leader, as he really dictated that bench. Back of the way, here comes Shane Haggerty into the Moccasins' end. He'll hacky sack this one to the end boards, where it's stopped up now, where it's played off now by Nate Ulbrich. Ulbrich out to the far side. Shane Haggerty will leave this one back out for Kevin Sapod. Sapod from the end boards, trying to find it back to Nate Ulbrich. Or Ulbrich, I beg your pardon. He'll try to leave this one back out, and that gets taken away by Anderson. Anderson into the Moccasins' end. Out to the hash mark school, the goaltender, as a shot going across out to the glass, as the Zydeco pick it up and clear it out. Keeping an eye now on Sean Kuhn. Moccasins with possession. They'll try to play this one all the way back down. And now into the Zydeco end. Out to the bench goes Sean Kuhn. Empty net for Monroe. They'll play this one out to the slot, and that one gets saved off now by Bailey Stevens. The net to my left is empty. We will skate 6-on-5. 1:11 left to go here in period number 3, and a slim 3-2 lead for the Zydeco. And it looks like the Monroe Moccasins will be taking a timeout. So, let's take a look at our next 5 games. It's going to be the final home stretch of this road trip. All 5 games are going to be played against Mississippi. First game on Sunday, the 16th. The next one will be on February 21st. After that, February 22nd. And then we'll have a week break for Mardi Gras. And then when we come back from the 1 week bye, it'll be March 7th and 8th. Will be the final road games before we head back to the Civic Center, or beg your pardon, head back to the River Center, back home. Now let's see how things shake out. 1:11 left to go here in the third. Empty net for the Moccasins. 6-on-5 will skate. Narek Alexanian out to take the draw, and he'll face off against Scott Koch. And off the draw, Garrett Johnson has it, giving it across to Elijah Wilson. The puck will trickle all the way back down into the Moccasin side of the ice. Last minute of play here in regulation, as the Moccasins have it into the neutral zone. They'll lug this one back into the Zydeco side of the ice to the far wall. They'll play this one out to the end boards. Trying to play this one out for the near side with a shot going in on net. Gets blocked out to the corner, out to the left circle, out in front, and a shot not able to go. Picked up and cleared all the way back down, just missing the empty net. And icing will be the call, with 32 seconds left to go here in the third period. A lot of nervous fans here in the Civic Center, and a lot of nervous fans watching live on the YouTube. And it looks like we're going to have another timeout. So we'll step aside. And hold on, I've always wanted to do this. Will the Zydeco pull this one out? 3-2 and break this losing streak? Or will the Moccasins tie things up and send it to overtime? Find out here. Same Zydeco time, same Zydeco channel. We'll be right back.
The trust that we offer to our clients is actually, it comes pretty easy for us because we've been doing this a long time, and 90% of the jobs that we get are referrals. You know, that's what we depend on, and we strive to let the customer know that we're going to be here. We will always answer the phone.
At Don Seafood, our weekend brunch isn't just a meal. It's the moment you've been waiting for all week. Begin your legendary weekend with brunch favorites like our shrimp and grits, crab cake benedict, and of course, bottomless mimosas. Let's be honest.
And now off the draw, here comes a shot, good save and a rebound, and in front, that's up the go! And another chance, better save by Bailey Stevens. So another heart-stopping save by Bailey Stevens. And with 19 left to go, we have another offensive zone face-off for the Moccasins. And off the draw, Zydeco not able to clear this one. Held in into the blue line. Trying to get this one across. Taken away by Nick Catola. Catola has it at center ice. Trying to dart this one down. Taken away by the Moccasins. He'll fan this pass. And now back of the way into the Zydeco end. Stopped up by Bailey Stevens. 3 seconds left to go. And the Zydeco will win. Final score, 3-2 in regulation. And they finally get one back here over the Moccasins, here in the Monroe Civic Center. And 3 massive points here for the Zydeco. After the fan salute, well deserved for the Moccasins. Good battle by both teams here this entire weekend. And next up for the Zydeco, they head down to Mississippi to take on the Seawolves. But after the break, we'll come back and we will get you one final look at our out-of-town scoreboard and a recap of what happened in this game before we send you on your way to celebrate the remainder of this Valentine's Day weekend. Stick with us right here on the Zydeco YouTube channel.
It's the table. From our team at Don Seafood, we want to thank you for the past 90 years and cheers to many more together.
For over 90 years, Don Seafood has been a Louisiana staple. From the finest Gulf catch to the most authentic Cajun recipes, our commitment to quality and tradition is who we are. Enjoy favorites like our gumbo, jacked up shrimp, seafood salad, steak, and of course, our signature seafood platter. Don's is more than just food. We're a celebration of flavor and family. From our team at Don Seafood, we want to thank you for the last 90 years and cheers to many more together.
We do things with passion. Everybody here really is invested. So if something can be done better, we challenge the status quo.
The Men's Network started when I went to a computer club meeting in the 7th grade that Brett organized. At that point, I had never met anyone that was as good at computers as Brett was. And by the 8th grade, we figured out that this was something that we could do professionally.
We moved to Baton Rouge to go to LSU, and that's really where our business got planted.
Give Immense a call. Let us show you how IT should be done.
Welcome back here to the Monroe Civic Center, where the final score, 3-2 in regulation. The Zydeco able to stave off the Moccasins late in the third period. Let's get you your out-of-town scoreboard. Starting off here in your out-of-town scoreboard, the Binghamton Black Bears and the HC Venom. The Bears take down the Venom 5-3. The Danbury hat trick win 7-2 over the Port Huron Prowlers. The Watertown Wolves take down the Motor City Rockers 8-3 in regulation. The Blue Ridge Bobcats fall 3-1 against the Columbus River Dragons. And the Athens Rock Lobsters able to win 4-2 against the Danville Dashers. And finally, the Carolina Thunderbirds win 7-2 over the Mississippi Seawolves. When we get back, we'll take a final look at what happened here in the game before getting you the Momentum Building Services 3 stars of the game, and then we'll end the broadcast and send you off for a very happy Thanksgiving. Stick with us right here on the Zydeco YouTube channel.
At L'Auberge Baton Rouge. More of the games you love, more of the flavors you crave, more staycation relaxation. All this plus an exceptional staff. Add more to your story at L'Auberge Baton Rouge.
Official sponsor of Baton Rouge Zydeco.
Welcome back here to the Monroe Civic Center, where your final score 3-2 in regulation, as the Zydeco finally able to get a regulation win here against the Moccasins. Let's take a look at what happened here in the game. To start off, Blake Anderson started the scoring for the Moccasins, making it a quick 1-0 game for Monroe to the assist of Hugo Koch and Kyle Heinzler. About 3 minutes later, it was Elijah Wilson netting his third goal of the weekend, fourth goal in his past 2 weekends back here with the Zydeco. That went to the assist of Scott Chirac and a beautiful pass from Narek Alexanian. Nick Catola able to get a last-second projected goal, and if you ask him, he planned it. But it was an awkward bounce behind the end boards, and that went to the assist of Jake Cox and Elijah Wilson. And on the power play in the second period, Corey Cunningham would tie the game, making it 2-2 to the assist of Frank Schumacher and Scott Koch. And in the third period, it was Dmitry Kuznetsov off to the assist of Kevin Sabad and Elijah Thompson, Elias Thompson. That's going to get a little hard to do. We have a lot of we have E.T., who is our Everett Thompson, our coach, and Elias Thompson as well as Elijah Wilson. So I have a lot of E's to remember here. So that would be the final as Dmitry Kuznetsov gets the game-winning goal. And moving on, winning goaltender for the Zydeco, Bailey Stevens saves 22 of 24 for a .917 goal and save percentage, and he improves his record to 8-2-2. On the other side, losing goaltender Sean Kuhn saved 20 of 23 for a save percentage of an 870, and his record falls to 8-10. 9-10 actually. So that'll about do it. Here again, final score here from the Monroe Civic Center. The Baton Rouge Zydeco take down the Monroe Moccasins by a final score of 3-2 in regulation. I want to thank you for spending your Friday evening here on Valentine's Day with myself. My name is Brian Flores, saying so long and good night. Next up for the Zydeco, Sunday, they'll be taking on the Mississippi Seawolves in Mississippi. You can catch that on YouTube TV. Or actually, no, not YouTube TV. Zydeco TV here on YouTube. Until then, you have been listening to Zydeco Hockey here on home of the Baton Rouge Zydeco, the Baton Rouge Zydeco YouTube channel. I hope you have a great night, most pleasant good evening, and I hope you have a happy Valentine's Day. Wherever you are and whoever you're celebrating with, have a good one, everybody. I completely forgot the 3 stars, but you know what? They actually did all 3 stars. None of them are Zydeco. I'm looking at the website. None of them are the Zydeco. So 3 stars brought to you by Momentum Building Services. Hugo Koch with 1 assist and 1 point. Corey Cunningham with 1 goal, 1 point, and Blake Anderson with 1 goal and 1 point. So home field advantage. If you want to ask my 3 stars, I'll get you my 3 stars. My unofficial 3 stars is the 3rd star I would give to Dmitry Kuznetsov for getting that game-winning goal. 2nd star, Nick Catola for that beautiful trajectory shot at the end, which I guess if you ask him, he totally planned it. And of course, 1st star I would give to Elijah Wilson with 1 goal and 1 assist for 2 points. He's been a wagon. He's been on fire, so hopefully he can continue it here on Sunday. So now, final score here from Monroe Civic Center, 3-2. The Baton Rouge Zydeco take down the Monroe Moccasins here in regulation. Next up for the Zydeco is going to be against the Mississippi Seawolves, and that one will be watched here on YouTube here on Sunday. And you can still make it down to the Mississippi Seawolves game if you're getting a little antsy to watch your Zydeco in person. So make the trip down to Mississippi, come support your boys, and meet yours truly. Not that that was, a thing. I guess now you really don't want to go now. Anyway, so hope to see you there. Hope to see you on the YouTube channel if you can't make it. Have a great night, most pleasant good evening, and again, happy Valentine's Day.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical to save the day. From electrical issues to keeping you comfortable, plumbing repairs, and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical, your one-stop solution for electrical, AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call or visit us online at southernairbr.com.
For the ultimate game day experience, come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktails. Wall-to-wall, state-of-the-art TVs mean you'll see every touchdown, Hail Mary, and big turnover in crystal clear HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino in Baton Rouge, where every moment is a win. Looking for the ultimate game day